Welcome to the First Line Library. I'm Jordan, and today I'm going over my Tolkien collection. So let's jump into it. Well, hey guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. And today's kind of just a quick little video on my Tolkien collection. I thought it'd just be fun to kind of show you different editions that I have. Some of the ones that I'm really happy to have in my collection. Some are just kind of there just because. So let's jump into the first few books here I have. And I'm going to start with the Silmarillion. So right now I have these 3 copies of the Silmarillion. Starting off with this one. This is kind of that like coffee table size. These are this is illustrated by Ted Nasmith. So all the illustrations in here are done by him. It's on this nice white glossy paper. It's pretty heavy too. I really like this one. The illustrations are just so good. The next one I have is the first American printing of the Silmarillion. It's got some wear and tear, but I picked it up for a good price. These are kind of hard to find in where I'm at. But I did find it. I used to have another copy of this, but it didn't have the dust jacket, and I really wanted the dust jacket. And it's got this nice portrait of Tolkien himself on the back. So there's that one. And then I just have one of these mass market copies. I just wanted to have this in my collection. I do like collecting different copies, covers, designs of books. That's just who I am at the heart. Looking forward to getting some more copies of the Silmarillion. So up next are my copies of The Hobbit. First here is this mass market copy. This one's great to just throw in a backpack, carry around, pick up random times, loan it out to a friend. So yeah, great mass market copy. Next is probably the most near and dear to me copy of The Hobbit and book in general. This is one of the first books that I ever picked up myself, and it just brings me back to a time being a kid, and it's just, this cover is awesome too. I just love it. Next is my reprinting of the original hardcover release. It's new. It's really for display purposes. It hasn't been read. But yeah, it's just, this dust jacket is just so cool. Love the illustration. And the last one here is this Bearer copy. It's hardcover, but it's got big font here, if you can see that. I think this is technically a large print version, but I picked it up for, I don't know, a few dollars at a thrift store or something. So yeah, just another great display copy of The Hobbit. So here is a copy of The Fellowship of the Ring. This is in that kind of the coffee table style, like the Silmarillion copy that I have. This is illustrated by Alan Lee. So all those illustrations in here are done by Alan Lee. It's in the same glossy white paper as the Silmarillion, and it's really just, a collector's edition. Fellowship of the Ring. So this is the kind of miscellaneous Tolkien stack in the Middle-earth universe. This is the Book of Lost Tales, Part 1. I believe this is also a first American print as well. Let's see. Yeah, first American edition, 1984. So I picked this up from a half price, I think. And it's got a couple of little spots on the pages, but otherwise it's a really good condition. So there's that one. Next is The Fall of Gondolin. This actually, I believe, used to be Upper Arlington Public Library here in Columbus, Ohio. So I think I picked that up from the thrift store for $2 or something, but it was already wrapped in the plastic here, so it's ready to go for me. Next, I have The Nature of Middle-earth. This one is edited by Carl F. Hostetter. I think this is kind of one of the most recent Middle-earth releases. I haven't read this one, but always got to pick up something from Tolkien. And then the last one here is The Fall of Numenor. And I believe, All the illustrations in here are done by Alan Lee. The paper in here is actually quite good. It's like the same quality as the glossy paper, but it's just not glossy. It's more matte. But all the illustrations in here are just so good. Yeah, here you go. It's so good. So those are kind of the miscellaneous Tolkien books that I have. So move on to the next. So this next stack I have here, the history of the Lord of the Rings. This is parts 1 through 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. This might be part of the longer run of the history of Middle Earth. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. I'm not quite sure. But I originally picked this up, I think from Amazon many years ago in a box set for super cheap. And there's good resource references for any questions I have pertaining to the story, or, there's lots of unedited stuff, deleted things from manuscripts and whatnot in them. So pretty cool. And then again, I guess kind of another miscellaneous Tolkien is the Unfinished Tales of Numenor and Middle Earth. This one was edited by Christopher Lee, obviously. So yeah, there you have it. And lastly, here are the editions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy that I have. Starting off with this 50th anniversary mass market copies of the Lord of the Rings. So I've got Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King. These are definitely not the most loved covers for Lord of the Rings, but I don't know. There's something about the black and the gold that I really like about this, and the different colors for each title. So the red for the Fellowship of the Ring, kind of this bluish purple for Two Towers, and the green for the Return of the King. Just something about all the colors that really draw me in. Yeah, so I really like having these copies on display. Next, I have this trade paperback edition of The Lord of the Rings. This has not been read. They have not come out of this case. It's really just display purposes, but man, it's just these illustrations on this cover are so cool. They're just really cool. I love displaying this side of Mountain Doom. But maybe one day these will get read, these versions at least. But yeah, I don't know. For right now, they're kind of just displays. And then the last ones I have here are these hardcovers. And let me double check. I'm not sure if these are when these were printed. Looks like 1993 here for the Return of the King. So definitely not first editions or whatever, but the designs on these are just really cool. And you have to have hardcovers of the Lord of the Rings in your collection. So, and it took me a while to find these. One of these I got from Pango, one I got from a thrift store for $2, and one I bought at a secondhand bookstore. So there you have it. These are all of my Lord of the Rings books in my collection, and I continue to find more and collect more. That's what I love to do. I love collecting books. So check out the comments. Let me know if you've read any of these versions of Lord of the Rings or any of the other books from Middle Earth. I'd love to talk to you about it. Take care and God bless.